All right, welcome back to GamecocksOnline.com. I am here with a very happy Coach Scott Swanson after a big 3-1 win today for volleyball over Arkansas. A very tough opponent, Coach. You came out and executed, and you kind of just grinded out a big win.
Grind is a very good term. We played with so much heart. It was a really gutsy effort defensively by us. What I told the team, it was a huge team effort. We had a lot of different players in and out. We were spot subbing for blocks here and there, and we ended up coming out with the win because I think we just wanted it a little bit more. So it was a huge momentum builder for us, I think, for the rest of the season, and a confidence builder to let our kids know that if they go out there and they take risks and they just play and have a lot of fun together, that chances are good we're going to win more than we lose.
And it seemed like that fourth set was one of those sets that in the past, 5 matches, it'd be a set that you guys would lose. You're down. When you get into the 20s, they're serving for match point. You guys are able to kind of break their serve, and then you're serving for match point, but you also have a setter and a defensive specialist on your front row attack. Talk about that last point and kind of the insanity that was that last point.
It was crazy. We ran out of subs. We were trying to sub our way into having a bigger block, and at one point when it got past 24, we were out. And so Joelle was front row. Joelle was an outside hitter in junior college. As small as she is, she can get up and hit the ball, and she's a good athlete, and she's confident and good volleyball player. So it couldn't have happened. We couldn't have drawn it up any better. I feel like we had an amazing defensive effort in the back row by Darian Dozier. I think she dug at least 2 balls during that rally, and she's got horrible knees. She's got 2 sprained ankles right now, and she's limping around. I mean, she is struggling and not herself as far as how high she's jumping, how fast she's jumping. But that was an unbelievable effort by a senior who cares so much about this program and wants to leave it in a better place than when she got here, and will leave feeling good about what she's doing right now for the team, and we couldn't be more grateful.
And that last point, after the kill is made by Joelle, it seemed like the team obviously rushed the court and was just screaming their heads off. I mean, it seemed like it was as much therapy as it was a celebration to just kind of get a lot of tough breaks from this entire month off of their backs with one big point to finish off this match. What do you think this does for the team mentally now?
Yeah, that was about as emotional as we've ever had it here. Coaches were breaking down a little bit. All the kids were crying. Our trainer was crying. Everybody was so happy for the win. And I feel like it definitely was therapy for us. It was something, we've had so many bad breaks. We've had concussions and broken legs and ACLs and sprained ankles. There's just been so many things that have happened, and it's like they finally realized, you know what, it doesn't matter. We're just going to keep playing. And I felt like we've been playing even better. Even though we don't have our starters in there all the time, or we're mixing and matching, they're getting it done, and it's huge to just see them have that mentality. And I hope that they can continue that the rest of the year. 9 more matches, and I'd like to see that the rest of the year.
And talk about your back row defense today. I mean, you're going up against an outside hitter like Pilar Victoria, who averages about 5 kills a set. You held her to just over 100 hitting percentage with about 60 swings. Talk about what Joelle, in the back row, not hitting, and Megan was able to do to pop those balls up and kind of keep the offense going. There wasn't a lot of eye-popping numbers, but it was just kind of a grinded-out game.
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job. Our coaching staff, our defensive coordinator Dottie, has done a really good job with the defensive coordinator part of her job description, and she's telling them to be in the right place, and we're game planning to try to stop the other team's best hitter, obviously. And she got her fair share of kills, but I feel like we put up a solid block, and I know even Aubrey blocked her a couple times. We had some clutch blocks at the end there, but we dug her shots, and we dug them when we needed to, and that was the key. So it's kind of a group effort. The coaching staff putting together a good game plan, and the kids being able to execute it. And I hope we do that moving forward, because it's something you can kind of hang your hat on when you feel good about executing something that you talked about earlier in the scouting report.
And it's good to take these good feelings, because you got a red-hot Florida team coming in Friday for the Dig Pink match. Talk about what you hope to take over from this match, specifically with defense or offense, that you want to see against the Gators as well.
Florida is a whole different beast right now. I mean, they're playing at a really high level. They have all their players back. I feel like they're kind of on the upswing, and I mean, player for player, just physicality-wise at the net, we're not a great matchup for them. We know that. But I feel like, what we need to do is go out and grind it out against them. We need to serve tough. We need to keep our heads in there and digging balls, not being afraid of the pace and the athleticism that they have on the other side. We're going to have to go up and swing off that big block and hopefully not make a lot of errors. But, I just want us to keep believing in ourselves and believing what we're doing so that we can just continue to keep getting better and taking risks and not worrying about the results. Because in the past when we were struggling, we worried too much about the failures instead of thinking forward to the next point and what we need to do. And I think we're slowly getting to the point where we're mentally freeing ourselves up to play better volleyball. And so, I think next weekend's huge. I think we try to compete the best we can against Florida, and you never know what happens there. And then we have an Ole Miss team who, we match up a lot better against them. And I don't feel like we gave them our best effort at their place the first time we played. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for the challenge of both of those matches coming up.
All right. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you.